What up? What is going on tonight, everybody? Good evening. Good evening. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm doing really good. Had a really good day. Super hot in Dayton today. Oh my gosh, it was 90 plus degrees today. Super toasty in Dayton for sure. That's okay. We got through it. Thank God for AC. A lot of gratitude in that, that's for sure. Tonight's stream is for those that are struggling with keeping it simple. Staying in the here and now. How many of you guys struggle with that? I do, because I'm a control freak. Character defect of mine for sure. So for those that may be struggling with maybe overthinking things, getting ahead of yourself, worry, fear, tonight's stream is for you. It's living in the here and now. I'm going to bring up the topic. It's from JFT today, from the NA side. For those that want to follow along or possibly may have a JFT on deck, it's on page 156. Self-titled, keep it simple. We live a day at a time, but also moment to moment. When we stop living in the here and now, our problems become magnified unreasonably, sometimes unmanageably. Oh my gosh. It's on basic text, page 99, for those that may be following along on the NA side. It says, life often seems too complicated to understand, especially when it shows up tenfold. It says, especially for those of us who dodged it for so long. When we stopped using drugs, many of us came face to face with a world that was confusing, super confusing, even terrifying. Just looking at life and all the details all at once may be overwhelming. It was for me. We think that we think that maybe we can't handle life. After all, that's the useful or the useless to try, or it's useless to try. Like, why am I doing this? Like, this is so weird not being high. How many of you guys felt like that? Welcome, Tanya. I know when I stopped using, I didn't think I could be happy without using. You know, can any of you guys relate to that? Because these thoughts feed themselves, and pretty soon we're paralyzed by the imagined complexity of life when it shows up. Happily, we do not have to fix everything all at one time, guys. Solving a simple problem seems possible, and we take them on one at a time. You know, we slow ourselves down. We take care of each moment as it comes. We take care of the next moment as it comes. We learn to stay clean just for today. Sometimes it's one moment, 1 second at a time. We approach our problems the same way when they show up. When we live life in each moment, it's not such a terrifying prospect. It says, one breath at a time, we can stay clean and learn to live. The JFT today says, I will keep it simple by living in this moment only. Today, I will tackle only today's problems. I will leave tomorrow for tomorrow. Super awesome reading. I can totally relate to that. Welcome, Lisa. If you guys haven't shared the stream out, please do. I'd appreciate it. The more we share, of course, the more we reach, the more we help. That's what it's all about. You know, I wrote down some notes on this one. I just shared on this in a meeting. It's a really powerful reading. It's a really meaningful reading to me, because staying focused on what's going on, what's in front of me today, I have to remind myself that daily so I don't get overwhelmed. You know, keeping it simple sometimes is easier said than done. Slowing down, you know, remembering to stop and think, so I don't overwhelm myself, for me, can be a struggle. It really can. It can really be a struggle for me, not to obsess over whatever the hell's going on in my life, especially when it's bad. You know, when life's showing up and it's something that I'm uncomfortable with and I'm freaking out and I start worrying about those woulda, coulda, shouldas, you know, not obsessing over it for me sometimes is not easy to do. But I have to remind myself to focus on what's at hand, what's going on today, what's going on in the here and now, and letting go of the character defect control that I struggle with, because I like to control everything. I'm a fucking addict, and control is like my largest character defect. You know, so I have to try to remember to let that go, and not worry as much. You know, worry about those woulda, coulda, shouldas, because those woulda, coulda, shouldas can consume us, guys. They really can. You know, don't beat yourself up over the past. You know, give yourself a break. I say it all the time. We deserve it, and you guys are worth it. You know, we can't change the shit that we did. You know, we can't do anything about it, but we can use our past experience, strength, and hope. Other direction. Yeah, whatever. Over there. You know, our lived experience to share with other people. Let them know that there is another way, that you don't have to make the same mistakes that we made. Use it. Flip the script. Change that negative thought process and that stinking thinking. Addie likes to call it the shitty committee, and change that to a positive. You know, use that as a strength. You know, be like, look, you don't have to go to prison like I did. You don't have to, you know, commit felonies and get a felony record like I did. Like, I share that shit today. That's why I recover out loud every single day, guys. It's really that important. You know, keep it simple. Easy does it. I can go down the list of cliche sayings that we all hear in 12-step meetings. You know, another big one for me is not being so self-centered. Because, man, I can be a self-centered prick if I really want to be. I really can. And getting outside of myself and realizing that it's not all about me, and that my actions affect others, has been huge for me, you know, because I can do that today. And that's truly a blessing in recovery, because I can overthink it, you know, and that overthinking for me, guys, it's crippling. I think the reading said it's paralyzing. For those that struggle with mental health, like many of us do, me especially, here comes the anxiety. Here comes the depression. Here comes the ego, the fear, the stress involved in overthinking, and the worry that I can bring on myself if I choose to. It's crippling. It can be super overwhelming. And that's why I say it's so important to slow ourselves down and try to remember to change our thought process. Open up the tools. Use the tools in our recovery toolbox. It's very important that we don't forget that we have those tools every single day, and it's a choice whether we use them or not. A good friend of mine here locally says, rip the fucking lid off of that box. So it's open. It's at your disposal all the time, 24 hours a day, because we just never know when life's going to show up, and we're going to need to utilize those tools. You know, if I choose to get overwhelmed and I don't use my tools, then life shows up, and that's followed with bad choices and bad decisions. I can't help it, Addie. I'm always in your head. We think alike. Great minds think alike. You know this. But I get overwhelmed and I make bad choices. I make decisions. You guys hear me say this all the time. I break out in handcuffs, and I get myself in trouble again, because Joe can be a dumbass if Joe chooses to be a dumbass. And I just choose not to do that today, guys. I enjoy my life and my recovery today. I don't miss the chaos that I once loved more than my drug of choice. I really did. I loved the chase. I loved the ripping and running. I loved the chaos that I was creating day in and day out. And man, I don't miss that shit at all today. Not at all. Let me go to work, put in my 8 hours, and go home and put my sweatpants on and prop my feet up. I usually take a nap. And you know what? That is awesome today. Believe me. That exactly. There you took, see, there we go again. She took the words out of my mouth. That's serenity. That's peace. That's calming for me, guys. You know, that's changing my thought process from a negative one to a positive one, because I enjoy those things today. And I'm truly blessed to have them, for sure. Use your tools, guys. Reach out. Ask for help. Together we're stronger, and we're never alone. It's right next to me over my shoulder. We are never alone, never again. We don't have to do this by ourselves. Use your support network. Exactly. Flip the script and ask for help. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Keep it simple, guys. Don't overthink it. If you're really struggling tonight or you're going through something and life's showing up, reach out and ask for help. Talk to somebody that loves and cares about you. Get into a meeting. Do whatever it takes. And remember, no matter what, don't pick up. Don't pick up your drug of choice. It never makes anything better, ever. Trust me. Been there, done that, and a lot of us have. And we all know it's true. So no matter what, don't pick up. Use the tools in your recovery toolbox. I love each and every one of you guys. I hope you guys all have a blessed evening. Thank you for participating in my recovery and your recovery tonight. It's amazing. Stay positive. Stay grateful. And remember, stay vigilant in your recovery, guys. I love you. We will talk to you guys later.